Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, now Friday, number 3 day for this month of June 2022. My name is Capo Daniel. I be the spokesperson for the Ambazonian Governing Council, the Ambazonian War of Liberation. Una welcome for our daily podcast, a program where we bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we navigate this journey to our freedom, the independence of Ambazonia. Fellow Ambazonians, following my nomination for the position of the spokesperson of the Ambazonian Governing Council, the Ambazonian Councils of Nations that are approved the nomination and the appointment, it can be formal, but the bureaucracy for the Governing Council, it need to take a course until the official document will come out from Mr. Obidea, who is the Secretary General of the Ambazonian Governing Council. So it's official now, and just waiting for the certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, I play several rules for the organization for our country, because the Ambazonian Governing Council now an organization we represent the aspiration of our people and the interests for our people. So the Governing Council is an integral part of Ambazonia. It represents Ambazonia, so it is Ambazonia for Ambazonia. I will still continue to play this role. I will continue to do the podcast, because information warfare is a very important part for our arsenal, and also for elevate our people for our emancipation campaign and to keep them informed. Of course, we'll get various voices, but my voice could still be needed for communication. I could see this simultaneously. They carry out my functions for the Ambazonian anti-kidnapping. Our squad is still being intact. They still be very, very integral part for the arsenal, for the Bamenda Brigade, and would then extend them for other part of Ambazonia, but nobody be made public. Those information will come subsequently. I will continue to play the role that I play. I think I want to thank Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, our president for the Governing Council, and the leadership we provide them for our country during this wartime. Indeed, he is our leader of the war of our liberation. I thank the members of the various missions across the world, and I think the Ambazonian people, they need to be reassured, with all the fears we go on for Africa, with black wickedness, black on black exploitation. We look at the Ambazonian Governing Council as an institution where a house on a hilltop, a candle for Ambazonia, a beacon for democracy. The fact the president of will wake up appoint any type of person where the cabinet they not be involved for vet, for ask their question them before they even approve them. Would not get appointment the way they don't be rejected. So it is shown as saying not be a one-man thing. I think we get a institution will be highly respected, with every institution functioning with its power and every official acting with his power independently in their position. And this is hope for Ambazonia democracy. The process will not be fast, because it really needs to be authentic, and I think saying an inspiration for Ambazonia. I will continue for act in different capacity, using different names. When I do the podcast, I will not use my official title anymore. I will call myself in the podcast Capo Daniel, Sense Pass King, and the Ambazonian Governing Council, because most of my communication it will also be fed by the Ambazonian officials and for the Governing Council, and even the people that will be out of the Governing Council. But I will still identify myself as such for the post of the spokesperson. It will carry a different portfolio, We go the wait for input from the communication department, as well as the various defense and the general secretary of the governing council executive branch, for get exactly the type of advice we could give. Then we could follow them subsequently. But I would address myself during official communique with the official titles them who are carrying for the governing council. Good day for war, that time for we for focus, and I want to appreciate the Ambazonian people for their support and for the trust where the leader and put on for me, for go out there, for speak on behalf of our liberation movement, and for defend them and for protect them with vigor and with passion, as we don't always do them. So today we go start with the very good news. We'll get them from our forces, things that don't come down, the position them, they don't take our position them up. Yesterday it been a serious panta. Our forces they don't regroup from Chobo. Yesterday they don't launch a counter attack inside Ashong. As we tell now, we will never leave La Republique to Cameroon for retake even a single part of our liberated territory. We don't launch a full-scale assault yesterday, and we don't push them back. We don't push them. They don't be forced to burn down the vehicle for Mrs Mundi, where they be done recapture them from, they be done retake them from our hand. Then be forced to burn them. Most of the Cameroon military they are already run come off with a few armored car them. So most of the one they did in the young one them they don't be trapped behind. I go play part of some audio for an independent civilian way there on the ground. Make una hear.
Daniel, this is the latest from the village now. That the military didn't totally left. That just half of them left. So our boys went and gathered in Chogobo. Then sent a message to the villagers living around where those militaries are sleeping, that they should quit out. They sent secret message that they should quit out because they will attack the military. The military called for a ram force from towards Ingwen. They came and they joined them. So our boys started shooting from Chogobo, coming up to the government high school. Then the military now get up and they was coming down to meet them. So there was serious gun exchange. People ran away. This is directly from the village. On the hill, towards Pinyen, not that is in Pinyen villages, on the hills where these Moro people are, that they can stand from those hills and see that smoke, serious smoke is going up around that government secondary high school.
So they done burn few houses then for inside Ashong. Initially, no house no be born. I think say the number one for alert forces them for they, but the true colors of La Republique it can be shown today for inside Ashong. During the first days after them break Mrs Mundi out, they don't work for inside quarter them for meet up people. Then they pretend with their top official them like say them being a good people them today we don't see their color. Amongst one of the famous people, the way they done burn their house for when I picking them for Ashong, na Chair Franklin. Tico, they call it a Ticum Christopher, the house. Also, they done burn Ticum Christopher house, na very big compound, and that for inside Ashong, people the way they live their normal life, they done burn plenty house them for inside Ashong as the battle they go on. They also burn the motor for Mrs Mundi as I talk, as they no be fit carry am go. Then they na inside running our soldier they can continue the panta to panta as they call them for the ground, or the flanking and outflanking the military so know how war it go on. While for inside Njikwa report it come say one Ambazonian fighter away the Catholic Church be done fully carry go join them for La Republique, their propaganda center where they call them DDR center. They don't bring it back for inside the Migo show, place them way some fighter they will stay there for inside Njikwa. It don't go for the way the people they know the La Republique they don't execute for day, and also they don't kill 3 civilian them for inside Njikwa. As they talk, fly away no get sense. You go follow cops enter for graveyard. Why message it come from our civilian them and our Ambazonian forces them where they for inside Fungom Fungom, it then be under serious restructuring with the forces them for they come to terms with the loss of the top commander where we did for around my 30 for day, and also the loss of the Ambazonian Defense Forces overall commander for Menchum, General Tokandu, where we done fall a couple of months ago. They then be in an attempt for our forces them for Insa Menchum for come together as we then call them so that they fit strategize on a way on how to be effective for retake completely the great state of Menchum. Yesterday, a meeting where it be supposed to take place for day, look like the information it be leaked, and fortunately our forces then too they be then be advised accordingly. Like Republic to Cameroon, their military they then storm a village for instance Fungom for the great state of Menchum. They then execute 9 of our innocent civilians there for day. They then destroy a lot of property, loot bars, drink people their mimbo, carry away and 10 parabolic and flat screen TV them for this small village for Insa Fungum for the great state of Menchum. We call our people, they made them be vigilant. Now in enclave area, we still wait images and for come up from Fungum for get the exact picture. But people they don't call, they don't talk, say 9 people they don't die for inside Fungum, and they don't show the exact barbaric nature of the state of Cameroon and their barbaric practice against our own people. These are people who do not see us as human beings. To go around slaughtering innocent people, taking no prisoner in this manner, show us the true nature of the beast. La République du Cameroon. What people they go notice, c'est part of Babaju Road. It would allow and would passively allow and may go on for the recreation of partial part of that particular stretch of land. It will relieve our population where they migrate, where they commute towards that area, and it go see go limit our ability for control trade across our border with La République from that area where it be very crucial. The forces them for inside that stretch of land, then be engaged politically for the strategy them for effective liberation. War na tactics, na strategy, and we need to be effective on all fronts. Our picking them for inside the great city of Victoria, the harbor city, picking the run die for day for then fall and drown for inside water. The one I think the 5th incident way would get unfortunate death for our picking them for the great city of Victoria. Would put them for our heart, the whole Ambazonia will stand. We are all one. Anytime we one person it be touched, the whole nation it feel the pain. They cry die them for the 5 people them way La République be invade the great state of Bui, then key 5 innocent people them go right for corner Baptist Hospital, where then key our civilian them for the cry die they don't just they finish. All this die that they go on, all this killing that they go on. La République du Cameroon, they never make any official statement. They need to talk because their administration, they be a proof of all these killings. These are killings that are widely reported, but they are silenced. All their enablers, their collaborators, who are claiming to be protecting the interests of the people, are all in Yaoundé, going about having their njangi, eating life in nightclubs and bar. Tomorrow, those individuals can continue to take their salary for Yaoundé. They go come with armored car, call me and kill more of their own people for their village so that they could come parade for justify their continuous money way pobia the game for them for Yaoundé. Our people they need to be educated and for understand say the killing where they kill them, those people the way they collect money for their head, not the same people the way they act like Muyongo for begin stock their blood. The enablers and collaborators of the regime in Yaoundé are an integral part of the campaign of genocide in our country. Make them begin identify them. We ask our people them right from Yaoundé, where most of those people then they and for Douala, for monitor them and for inform we as soon as possible if they enter for town. When I don't hear the common law lawyer them, when I don't hear the agenda, make we not lose sight of all these important things them. La République then tend towards lawyer them as a place, a pool for look up more political scavenger them, for prepare them for the coming election the way it could come subsequently. Let that process then begin. We be aware of it to one make our people then be also informed. Most of the lawyer the way they don't always stay amongst we, They don't run the day for Yaoundé. They don't join the scavengers and the vampires of Ambazonia and the occultic regime for Yaoundé. Shame. Shame to all those barristers where they don't join them. They don't force junior lawyer them, make the picky worker follow them by force. But we tell them, say, even if they force you to attend those meetings, even if they force you say, if one lawyer no come to go consider a betrayer, we go need to decide whether we want to be a betrayer for the people the way they don't sell out, or we want stand for the right thing with the principle way they all lawyer they don't vote for separate themselves and for create a unique common law bar association. Your choices will matter, your choices will count. But one thing we can guarantee you is that even if there are 1 million Ambazonians, enablers and collaborators, all of them will be made to pay their price. According to our capacity as we build it on a day-to-day basis, we will not forget. We will keep the record. No matter how long it takes, justice will be safe. For justice is very crucial, not just for a sense of entitlement that we want to restore to our people, but for their dignity. There will be justice. The ones that have been killed in Bui, in Jikwa, across our territory, the Cameroon government don't want to recognize them because they are dead. They can be killed at any place, at any time. We want to let them know that they matter. Their life matter, their life value, and we are ready. Our forces are ready. Our leadership is ready to value the life by putting our life on the line, putting our blood on the ground for their life to have the value that it deserves, and for our country to have the rights and the value that it deserves to be amongst nations as an independent state and the independent people for themselves. This is what this struggle is all about. It's all about you, the Ambazonian people. It's all about you, the common man, the man who have been left behind, the one who have been told you must suffer what you have to suffer for them to take away what they have to take. We have said no to that. This generation, we will put an end to it. Only over our bodies shall this continue for a single day. We shall have no rest until we liberate our homeland from La Republic to Cameroon occupation. God bless you now. Capo Daniel signing off. Background music is from an occasion of the transitional authority that was installed yesterday in a liberated area on Ground Zero. A test of life in Ambazonian liberated area.